Eagle, supervision. Eagles don't just see better than humans. They see fine details from distances that feel unreal to us. Tiny movements that blend into the background for humans instantly stand out. If humans had this vision, hiding would become extremely difficult. Cities would feel open and exposed, with far less personal privacy. Perfect vision gives clarity, but clarity always comes with a cost. Dog, extreme smell. Dogs experience the world mainly through smell, not sight. They don't just smell objects, they smell time, movement, and direction. Fear, stress, and even lies leave chemical traces in the air. For humans, cities would become layered maps of invisible information. In such a world, secrets would be much harder to keep. Bat echolocation. Bats don't rely on light to understand the world around them. They send out sound and build detailed mental maps from the echoes that return. With echolocation, darkness would lose its meaning entirely. Movement becomes smoother, safer, and more precise even in complex environments. In such a world, silence wouldn't be empty, it would be valuable. Snake, heat vision. Snakes don't see the world through color or light. They perceive it through heat. Temperature becomes the primary way they understand their environment. Every warm, living body instantly stands out. Humans, animals, even recently touched objects leave clear thermal signatures behind. With heat vision, darkness completely loses its advantage. Night, shadows, and camouflage stop working the way we expect. Small changes in body temperature could reveal stress, fear, injury, or even early signs of illness long before symptoms appear. When heat is visible, true hiding becomes nearly impossible. The world turns into a map of living energy instead of shapes and colors. Shark, electrosense. Sharks don't rely on sight alone to sense their surroundings. They can detect weak electrical fields produced by living bodies. Every heartbeat generates a tiny electrical signal. To a shark, these signals are as clear as sound or light. Even brain activity produces faint electrical patterns that can be detected at close range. This means fear, stress, and calm all feel different. Emotions become physical signals, not hidden feelings. With electrosensing, awareness becomes constant. Life around you is always detectable, even without movement. Bird, magnetic sense, full and even. Many birds can sense Earth's magnetic field naturally. It's an invisible force they feel at all times. This magnetic sense acts like an internal compass, always pointing them in the right direction. If humans had this sense, getting lost would become extremely rare. Navigation would feel instinctive rather than learned. Movement across cities or continents would feel natural. The planet would feel more connected, as if distance itself had less meaning. Spider, vibration sense. Spiders experience the world through vibration rather than sight. Every movement sends signals through surfaces, air, and structures. To a spider, stillness is never silent. The environment is always communicating. This allows danger to be detected before it's visible. Survival becomes less about speed and more about constant sensitivity and awareness. Octopus, touch intelligence. Octopus arms don't just move. They process information independently from the brain. Each arm can explore, react, and decide on its own. This turns touch into a form of thinking, not just a physical sensation. For humans, this would blur the line between body and mind. Learning and creativity would accelerate through direct physical interaction with the world. B. Ultraviolet vision. Bees can see ultraviolet light that humans can't perceive. This reveals hidden patterns on flowers, surfaces, and objects. What once looked plain would suddenly appear detailed and complex. Art, design, and architecture would change completely. The visual world would gain new layers of meaning. Elephant, Infrasound. Elephants can hear extremely low-frequency sounds called infrasound. These sounds travel across long distances through the ground and air. Events like storms or earthquakes could be sensed early. This creates a deep connection to the environment. True power here isn't loudness, but awareness that reaches far beyond sight. These animal senses wouldn't make humans stronger. They wouldn't turn us into superheroes. They would make us deeply aware of reality. And awareness changes how we live, how we decide, and how we interact. When you sense more of the world stops being simple.